Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly readings. Please keep in mind this is only a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your life experiences. Also, I want to thank you so much for all the emails I received asking for private readings. I really appreciate it. If you would like a private reading with me, please contact me in the email description box below. So, Aquarius, this is a very um this is a week where you will feel very tempted to resist, to be stubborn um, about changes that are happening in your life that you really have no power and control over, because it's time of surrendering. It's a time of understanding the lessons from the past. It's a time where a lot of past issues can resurface, so you can finally understand the meaning of that experience and the lesson underlying it. And so ultimately you can be free of it. So the best results of this week, whatever circumstances are manifesting in your life, it's about redemption, so you can achieve the ultimate meaning of true freedom. But this freedom doesn't come, again, freely. We have to understand its meaning, and it comes from understanding all those points in ourselves that tie us down from a lot of preconditioning, from a lot of conditioning since the beginning of our lives. So, this week, the opportunity being the Judgment card, it's about facing situations that come to you that you thought maybe were done, dealt, and died, and they resurface so you can understand them. It's about not being resistant, stubborn, controlling, possessive, with things that are requiring from you a lot of detachment, ability to let go, ability to let loose a little bit, to understand that there's forces beyond us that we cannot do anything about except our own way of handling our own selves in a situation. And so judgment is about ultimate freedom, redemption, facing, I don't like judgment as facing the consequences, facing the trials of the past, but it's in some way related to the sense of resolving, self-undoing, resolving your karma or what you perceive as karma. And so it's not an easy card to understand unless you have a lot of self-consciousness and awareness of the things that really tie you down, that you should release. If you have this awareness, this will be a very enlightened week where you will understand the message, and where you will again willingly release all that needs to be released and gain such a higher understanding and clarity. Now that you will feel lighter, now that you will unburden yourself with all these things you have been carrying so far, you will gain this sense of clarity about where you should be going towards. Don't forget, this is the card before the world card, the last card, the last stage. So you are in this state of ultimate culmination towards the finalization of a cycle of so much that have happened in your life. And you gained so much and you lost so much. And it's time to understand all of its meaning, all of it. So the good, the bad, and the ugly may come to you this week to be transformed, released, and perceived as the ultimate redemption, to freedom, to be able to move much more faster, much more lighter, much more much more thoughtful of the process and where you're going and where you want to go. The challenge is the Emperor. So the opportunity here and the challenge are heavy ones and really will depend on how you choose to align with these energies. The challenge being the Emperor, it's about you having a very resistant, controlling, stubborn attitude towards these changes, towards releasing, letting go, because the Emperor is about control. It's about power. Here it's about letting go of power, understanding that you have power. You have no power over anything, feeling powerless. So there's very opposite cards. Emperor is about stability, it's about structure, foundations. Here it's about releasing all of it. Letting all that it's not real, being go through this stage of undoing. The Emperor doesn't want to undo anything, even if it's not real. So the challenge is to be more allowing, more have a better understanding of what's going on, going within a lot to understand this process of transformative energy, wanting to be worked through you, sharing, being more flexible, putting a lot of self-love, self-compassion towards the process itself. And the advice is the Knight of Wands, so being proactive, because the Emperor can also be very proactive when he wants to be, about gaining power and gaining stability. So it's about gaining that, feeling this need and dynamic to move in the direction of the transformation itself. So instead of sitting down and being stubborn and resistant and saying no, 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 and feeling the process as much more painful as it should be, you get up and you say, okay, I'm ready for it. I will take the challenge. I will go in the direction of redemption. I will go in the direction of freedom. Because this knight just wants to move, just wants to do. It's this knight coming in, rushing in, and lighting up everything with its flames. So be mindful that instead of being so squared, if you have a lot of problem in being more flexible, if you are very inflexible, very stubborn about this, be mindful that if you stand up and face the challenge right on, it will be not only finished much easily and quicker, and also you will feel much more in control and power of what you have no control and power over. So Aquarius, really take a look at places that are asking for you a lot of transformation and change, and don't be afraid of it. I wish you a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, and subscribing, and hopefully we'll see each other next one.